From what we are going through right now with the facial, when we doing a facial, what do we do first? What are we gonna do first?
Clean the face and then massage and everything, and then we can start with this one, sanitize and all those sort of stuff.
Okay, when we start, we need to prepare for customer. We know that we have a facial customers coming in, and that means we will have to prepare everything. All your supply, your product, and actually your steam. Okay, your steam. So turn on your steam. You need to turn on your steam when she get in, and because the steam will take 3 to 5 minutes to warm it up.
Okay.
So before we do the facial, we have to start with the steam first. Okay, so the steam, I will show you. Okay, the steam right here is have this part right here, and we have to fill up the water to maybe 2/3 of it. Because if you fill it all the way up, it's gonna overflow when it's boiling. So just 2/3 of it. If you need more, when you're using on a customer and you see that your steamer is stopped, so the first thing you do is don't get panic. You say, oh, something wrong with my machine. No. Look at your water. Maybe you're running out of water. So when you do need to put water in, put in warm or hot water. Most of the time, the
Distilled water?
Distilled water, warm water. And the best way is to use distilled water on customer's skin. You cannot use just regular
water. No.
water. It's not going to be good for the skin though.
Skin.
Okay? And with all those products, whatever that they have in there, it's not going to be good. So distilled water only. Please. Okay. So how do we work with it? We just have to turn it on, and we turn it on all the way to about 25 minutes, because you might need, if you're doing a full facial, it takes like 20-25 minutes. So you need to turn it all the way to 25 minutes, and it's get warm in about 5 minutes. Then you have 20 minutes to steam. If you need some more, then you can do some more. In the winter, when I do the facial, I like to have the steam on all the way when I'm doing a facial. But in the summer, I don't like to have the steam on. So I only have it on when I doing makeup cleansing, open the pore and clean, makeup remove, and then put cleansing cream on to remove all whatever's left over. Okay, after that, then you can turn it off and do your massage. Or if you do your scrub, exfoliating, then you can turn it on. I like to turn it on when I'm doing scrub, so that's why you won't irritate customers' skin. First, I turn this on when I'm doing extraction, vacuum, black and white head. I'll turn it on also, because the steam have to be on. So that's why the pore is open. Because when after you doing a facial, you turn your steam off, you clean, and then you start your vacuum, then your pore is already closed up. So it's gonna be hard. So just leave it on. So that's why the steam can help open that pore and it's removed air real good. This is from my experience that if we go out and work. Okay, that's talking about the steam. Okay, when you don't use it, turn it all the way off. Every week you need to clean this part right here. Okay, remove it out, take the part out, clean it, and then put it back in. Put back in about halfway water, 1 teaspoon of vinegar. Turn your steam on, let it run for about 10 minutes. So that's way it can clean this and everything inside, including this. Bacteria, dust, and calcium, whatever is in there, or clean it out. So we have to do it every week. Half, you can do half bottle. Half bottle. Half of this base right here. You can put in half, 1 teaspoon
Vinegar.
Vinegar.
Is it plain vinegar?
Plain vinegar.
Plain vinegar.
Yeah, what is
Yeah. Put it on for 10 minutes.
10
So that's why it can steaming. And when it's working, it's kill all the bacteria, germ, and it's remove all the dirt for you. Okay?
It have to be only once a week or every like time
Well,
when we
it
use
depend
it.
on how much you're using it. It depends on how much you're using it. Because sometimes if a day you can use this like 10 times, then you might want to do it every 2 days
Time.
or 3
Oh,
days.
okay. Mm.
So it depends on if you have a very busy schedule, then you need to clean it out more.
Okay.
But every day, remember, every day you need to remove it and clean the pot out upside down and let it dry.
Oh, okay.
I don't like, most of the time at my salon, I don't like to put it back in because it's wet in there, that moisture, that held bacteria in there. So I always like to leave it outside, and in the morning I put it in, and then I start to put water in. So you can
Okay.
do that. Okay, that's about the steam. Okay, that's when we're doing facial. Okay, so right after we done with this, we clean the face, we start the massage. Okay, so what we gonna do next after the massage? Let's see if you remember.
After
We
the
have this
massage,
before. Cleaning.
steam or something.
Okay, after steam, we do facial massage. Um,
mass?
most of the time, what we're using to learn is we do exfoliating before we do massage. But to my experience, I like to do it after the massage because when you massage, then I can feel the scrub still on the face, so it's very uncomfortable for my customer. So what I always, this is my opinion, I always do my massage before I do my exfoliating.
Okay.
So that's mean we do our exfoliating after that. So in this machine right here, we have two pieces. We have, see, two pieces like this. This look like a little,
Gun.
I don't want to say that word. This have this little handle right here, and this have a little handle too. So when you look at it in the facial 8-function machine, it doesn't matter what color, white, black, gray, purple. It doesn't matter what color. It's gonna be looking like this because this is for high frequency and this is for scrub, for the brush. So when you pick it up, you need to know exactly what it is. So you have to remember because I see there's a lot of stylists, estheticians that working out there pick up and they don't know which one is which. They say pick up this one and try to put this one in. No. And pick up this and try to put the high frequency in. Where you going to put it in? So it means you try to guess. You're not guessing. You need to know what are you working with because this equipment is electric equipment and it will give the customer benefit of what you're using for. So okay, the next thing we're going to do is we pick up this one. Okay, you see this one, they have the switch right here. When you do, we have brush right here, we have this brush. This one I always use it on the face, go into the nose corner. You know, it's very easy for me
That's you.
to use it. And this one I use it for my neck, for chest, or maybe for back facial, or for arm. Okay, with this one. I don't use this on the face. This is just this too much on the face. Okay.
It's a medium size.
This is the medium, yes.
Actually, they have a small, medium, and large. So it depends on, you can use this on the neck and the chest. You can use this on your back facial. Yes. Okay. So how we're going to put this on? Okay, it's have that little knob right here that you go in and you have to press it all the way in until you hear that noise.
Click.
That little click right there. That means it's in there. It's safe. Because if it doesn't get in there when you turn it on, then it can be coming out on customer's face. That's not professional. So it means it have to be safe, okay, even the equipment that you use on customer. Okay, click it in, and then you say, oh, it doesn't work. I turned it on already, it doesn't work. No, you have a button right here, top, bottom, top. Okay, remember, see how I always do in facial? I always do it like what? I always do it like this. Up, okay, up stroke.
Upstrokes.
Yeah. So what you do is the top one is for your right. You do an up stroke. You see? It's go like that, but you go like this.
So do you mean that we're gonna use it instead of finger? We can use this brush.
Well, this brush is not for massage. This
Oh,
brush
okay.
is for
The
exfoliation.
exfoliation. That's what I
skin
want.
cells.
Okay.
Okay. Buffing. Even that on this buff right here, this little buff right here, that we can use. But if customer have very thin skin, then we cannot use it.
This one.
Because you're gonna make their skin irritate, red. You can peel some of her skin off.
Okay.
So this is just for thick skin, or maybe some scar area, or buffing where it's kind of dull looking. You want to buff, so that's
Like
why
the
you can
spot, the black spots or
Yes,
something like that.
So you can use this one. So that's what I use.
So the
for.
brushes is only for the exfoliation. So that's it.
Right.
Okay. That's to
And
keep
this
in
one
mind.
is for buffing.
Okay.
So they have two different kinds.
Kind.
Okay. So it means you have to know what to do when you go into a salon. Maybe the owner say, "What are you using with this? Why you have this?" So you are professional. You need to know, and you need to explain that why you're using it. And even when you use it on a customer, you have to explain. You late? Come on in. Okay, you have to explain it to your customer that I am going to using a little stone buff. So that's way I can, removing a little bit, give you a little shiny, glowing looking skin where it's real thick and where's the hyperpigmentation or scar. To kind of, if you keep doing it, the scar will fade and it's keep
Go
fading
away.
every time you're using it.
Okay.
Okay? But you use it very light. You cannot, no pressure at all. Okay? Even with the brush, no pressure. You just use, and it's help to remove the dead skin cell. It's not go in and remove the tissue. No, it's not for that. So remember. Okay, how do we going to clean it? Okay, we take it out. We remove it out. Okay, my brush is right here. I'm going to turn it off. I remove it out and I clean it with soap and water. Really good. And then I have to put it in a cabinet where the ultraviolet light to sanitize it.
Okay.
At least 2 hours on this one. Okay? All right. After the brush, then what else do we do? Okay, after the brush, we will
Blackheads remove, whitehead removers.
black and white head remover. We have to using this, and which of this that we're using? This tube or this tube?
The one over there, the one small.
Customer, and you put the white one.
Okay, now to find out. Okay, we have this 4 string right here, and this one is galvanic. And you see this one have little 2 tube right here. Of course we're gonna use it, but for you to find out which one that we're using for the vacuum, we have to turn it on. Okay, we're gonna turn the vacuum on. It's right here. Turn it on. Turn the power on. You take your finger. You put it on like this. Okay. If it's sucking, see, if it's sucking, then that means it's for the vacuum. If it's blow out, then what is it for? It's for toner and air,
Air.
cool air. So I'm not going to use this. I'm going to put this back in here. I'll turn this off right now. Okay, this, how are we going to put this in? We're not going to put this in right here. This have a big hole, but it doesn't mean this is going to go in there. I see a lot of people that using this to do the vacuum and then put this in here. It's, when I look at it, the way they're doing it means they know nothing. So you cannot use this one. You're using this, and this is go in here. Okay? Okay, on your tube right here, why do they have this little hole right there on the tube? Okay, so that's way you can hold.
Suction.
This is how you're gonna hold it. Is when you hold that little hole right here, when you block it, it will give the suction to the tube. And then when you move half in and let go your finger, so that's why it can release. You cannot break it without releasing this, because you're going to pull the skin. And the more you do, it's not going to be good. If you keep doing like this and pull it, it's not good. When you listen to it, yeah, it's good, but it's not, because you're pulling that skin. And then when you're pulling that skin, that means you ruin that skin, or maybe you turn it into a very dark bruise. This can be bruised. So when you do it one or twice, but most of the time when I do, I only do it one good one and then remove, go to the next area, do the next section. You don't go over and do it. You're going to bruise the customer, okay?
Miss
So-
Kathy, I have one quick question. I have seen these using for microdermabrasion. So this is what it is it? That's the
No.
machine or no?
This is not microdermabrasion.
Because they put the crystals and then start
No.
sucking it in.
One day I will bring the microdermabrasion machine in for you to see what is the microdermabrasion machine is. They're using crystal, but this is totally different. This is not something that removing. This is only removing blackhead and whitehead where the pore is open.
Good, okay.
When you're not open, it cannot remove anything.
Okay, and,
Microdermabrasion can remove your skin cells. If I put it in one place for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds, I can remove a piece of my skin, a layer, the top layer of my skin. So it's totally different from this and that one. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. Now you see I'm holding it. I'm holding with this 2 finger right here, and with my thumb right here, and this one I move up and down like this. When I put it in, I put it right here so you can see. You see? Okay, you see the suction? Okay? If you do it, if they have really thick skin, then you have to turn it on a little bit more. You cannot, don't do too long stroke, short stroke. Okay, short stroke always. Don't go over twice, because when I go over twice, I'm going to bruise this area. You see how reddened it is? Okay, so you do short stroke, you see it's not red. And then if you do a long stroke, okay, the longer stroke down here, because it's sucking from here, bring it all the way down to here, then this right here going to be purple. You see? And on the face, even showing more. And the customer is not going to happy. They are very unhappy when they see a little, spot on their face. So just be careful when you're using it. So how are you going to use this? Okay, right here. When I do, I always do it right here. And when I do the extract, I hold the skin. I move up a little bit, so that's way I hold the skin back. And I hold right here to go to sideways. I always do my T-zone from here down to here, and then right here. You can call it T-zone or you can call it I-zone. T-zone is like this area down. But when we're doing right here, then it's more like into an I-zone. So okay, how you do this, you hold this, and then 1 here, 2. Same thing, 1 here. So remember, you always have to hold the skin. And when you're going down here, you hold the skin down here, where the next to the nose. bring this down, let it suction, bring it up, and then down here, bring it up, okay, down here, bring it up, go to this side, doing the same thing. Right here, from side to side, go from side to side. If they have a big chin, then you divide it out. You do half on this side and half on this side. So anybody that have small chin, you can do one, but if they have a big chin, then you have to divide it out. Okay. A lot of people have a little white head right through here. You can do this. Remember, every time you're doing it, you put your finger right here, one finger away from the eye. Okay. So you take this, you hold the skin right here and bring it down, let go. Or you hold it right here, bring it from here up. Just 1, 2, 3, that's it. Not overlap. 1, 2, 3, different area, half inch dip. Okay? If they need to do it again, then they can have it done for the next facial. You cannot do it all in one, you cannot remove all in one facial.
Facial.
Okay, because they need to continue to come in and get it done. They cannot do it one a year and then they expect it to be perfect. Okay, always turn it off. Remove, put it up here. How do we clean this? You get a Q-tip. Okay, you go in and clean inside, and then put it in here. After your customer's done, you bring it to the back. You clean with soap and water, and then you can soak it in what? EPA. Okay. Because this remove what? This is remove
That,
open pores. So it will have bleeding,
Bacteria.
white blood cell or red blood cells on here, and you don't want to have all this blood is going everywhere. Spread it out. No. So after we clean with soap and water, you have to soak it in your EPA for how long?
I think EPA for the
15 minutes to
seconds.
25 minutes. You can do that. Put it in there. And then after all the time that you're soaking, you take it out with your glove. You have to use glove when you touching EPA, okay? And then rinse it really, really good. Rinse it real good with warm water. Okay, rinse it real good, and then
Rashida, can you do me a favor, please?
rinse it real good.
Hey, Christina. Christina, can you keep it down?
Okay, rinse it real good. And then after that, we have to put it in where? Ultraviolet light, the cabinet where that we sanitize, and we keep it in there. Until we have the next customer, all of this, you wipe with alcohol, wrap it around a good towel or cotton, and then put it up here so you can get ready to use for the next time.
Okay.
Okay? So this is what we do. So you know how to do this. After this, I'm going to let everybody come up here and start using it and see how it feels. Okay? So that's where you have a feel of what is going on with each function that you need to get done on the facial. Okay, that for what?
For the blackheads and whiteheads.
It's called vacuum. Okay, so this machine right here, it doesn't matter how they always have high frequency. They have the name on it. So you look for the name, you turn it on, and you have to turn that off. Don't leave it on, okay? Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we do what? Okay, we have to using toner to clean whatever that we already removed to clean it up good, and then we're using what?
High frequencies.
Open pore. You have to kill bacteria, and then you have to what? Close up. This will help to close up the
Pores.
And then it will help to calm down the inflaming that we just did on the vacuum, and then it's calm down the redness. So this is what we have to use. Every facial, you have to use this. How are you going to do that? Okay. take this out. Okay, they coming in a few different form, but it didn't matter. You just need to get one and use it. How are you gonna do that?
Insert in
You
there.
see, insert in. You hear that? Click. Okay, in. Okay. This is like a spoon. Okay, now you look and see where is your high frequency is. Have all the name on.
First.
So you turn it on. You hear that noise? I'll turn it all the way in, up, and then I'll turn it down. Okay, most of the time, remember when you're doing customer vacuum, you wearing glove. So I also wearing glove when I doing this. And I turn it on not very high, just very little. And then I put my finger, my hand on. I do like this. Before I put it on, my customers say, you know why?
Scare them off.
Yeah, yeah, you're gonna shock them. If you turn it on, they go, ah! Get out of here! I don't want a facial. So they get scared every time you turn this on. You explain it to them. You say, okay, ma'am, we done with our, attraction, remove black hand, white hand. Now it's a good thing that we do. This will help not to create any bacteria, kill bacteria, and also close up your pore, calm down your inflaming skin and redness skin, and then it prevents future acne. He's go, yeah, give it to me, give it to me. They're gonna want it. So it depends on how you deliver it to them. So you tell them that. But it's true. It's true. It's just that sometimes the stylist doesn't say anything, the customer don't know. You have to educate them. You just go shock them, they go, ah, forget it. I'm not going to pay for that sock, So it's your job to educate your customer so that's why they can have it and they like it. Every time they feel a little itchy on their face or if they don't have a facial, they go, ooh, I need to come in and get a facial and get high frequency. So that's way my acne can go away or I can prevent having acne. Okay, if they have a inflaming acne or, like the one that really getting ready to pop or something like that, you can leave this on a little longer. Most of the time when I do high frequency, I don't go direct on the skin. I have a little gauze that I put it on the face. I believe that you guys already watching the video tape that I have when I doing the high frequency. I have that gauze on and I go on it. And wherever I think that I need more, I leave on that area a little bit longer. So that will help that inflaming acne. And then it can also, the ultraviolet light can also prevent that acne to inflaming more and coming up more. It's going to go away fast.
So is there any particular reason that you're not you're putting a gauze on the face?
Well, the reason I put it on is just because first I want my customer to feel comfortable, that they don't feel that we shock them.
Okay.
And then it's easier for you to move your wand. It's very easy for you to move because if you don't, then every time you move from this area to this area, if you don't continue on their skin, then it's going to shock. It's going to sting that customer. It's going to okay. It's going to shock a little bit. So you will scare your customer. Professional way and easier way is to put that gauze on and then you keep going. You keep going and
work on it.
It's good. And especially that gauze will cover their eye too. So even when you go through this area, you don't worry about, their eye around the eye.
Okay.
So that's the best way to do it. And then your customer don't feel like you sting them, you shock them. So that's the best way. That's the way that I always do. So, but if you don't, then you have to use this. You have to put on your hand and then work on your customer. In a little bit, I want everybody to try without touching. Just turn it on and put it on yourself and see how you feel.
Feel.
Because if you know how it feels, then you know how your customer feel. Okay? Okay, after we get it done. Okay, let me tell you how long we're going to using this. You can do like 3-4 strokes on the same area and go to the next area. Keep going all over the face. 4 or 5 strokes, it's okay. Not too long, but if just one stroke and go to somewhere else, it's not going to work. Okay, do the same area, 1, 2, like 3 set, 1, 2, 3, and keep going. And if the area that you think you need, like no area where you have the inflaming, where is when you removing blackhead and whitehead is kind of redness, so you just work on that area a little bit. Okay. Okay. When I remove it, I hold it, turn this off, hold it straight up. I see some people just pull it out like this and this break in there or stay in there. It's not going to work anymore. Of course you can remove it. You have to buy a new one. It's going to get expensive. So in, out. Put this back in. This. Clean with alcohol. Alcohol. Okay? If you have to, if you don't have the gauze on, and when you do it with the open skin that have blood on, then you have to do what? After you clean with alcohol, you still put this right here into the EPA to soak it and then clean it. Then put it in the ultraviolet light cabinet. Okay? And next time when you get ready to use, you still do what? Alcohol.
Alcohol.
And wrap up, get ready for the next customer. Okay, that's about the high frequency right now. Okay, so what is next?
Toner.
Okay. Next, after the high frequency, then you're going to do a mask, right? A mask, and then after the mask, you're going to do tone and moisturize and all that. Okay. This 2 string right here, we already know which one is which. If you don't remember, do it again. Try it again, turn it on again, and then put your finger in, it blow out, it doesn't suck in. So this one is for your toner. Okay, this bottle right here, it have this little knob right here that you press this in and this hold like this. It's hold like this. Okay, how are you going to use this? A lot of people don't know how to use it. Okay, when you do nothing,
Puff.
you turn it on, automatic, the air right here coming out. Just coming out automatic. You don't have to do anything. It's just cool air is coming out.
Squeeze
There's
it.
there's a little hole right up here. Okay, if you take your finger, you cover, then that's when the steam is coming out. It means your toner is goes.
Splashing on you.
Okay, so it means when you touch it,
Okay, splash
then
out.
let go. Coming out, then let go. If you touch it, be careful. If you do like this to dry with the cool air to close up the pore, if you accidentally
Put the
touch it,
finger
it's
and
going
put
to
come
spray
over.
into customers' eyes. So it mean what? This is easy, but accident happen. So you are the one that control it. You have to be careful. You have to know exactly what you're doing. So don't touch this. When you're doing the air, put it down here, your hand down here. If you keep holding like this, you never know when you're going to touch it. Accident happen all the time. So do it like this. And then when you need toner, shh. Okay. I remove this out by twisting out. Twisting it, I put it back in here. This one, this toner, I love to put it in the refrigerator because I believe AV salon have a refrigerator. I love to put my cold towel in refrigerator and my toner in refrigerator. Why?
It will stay fresh or something.
It stay fresh, it lasts longer. When it get on customer skin, it feel great. It feel really good and it's really effective.
Okay.
Really good. Another thing is when this get cold, it's helping the air is coming out. It's like cool air too. And cool air in the facial, when you have warm air to open your pore, and then the cool air is coming in, it'll close up the pore really good. Okay, so that's about the toner. So after the toner, we're going to do our moisturizer. Okay, of course, moisturizer, we use hand to apply it on. To penetrate our moisturizer more, I use Galvanic. That's what I use. It's help. This is positive and negative. This is to help absorbing the product deep down into your tissue. People that have problem with their this area,
Saggy eyes.
wrinkle and saggy, they want it firming, they want whatever, a special product treatment. This is what we do when we do treatment. Okay. So you put the product on. Remember, tap your product on. Tap. You don't go like that. Around this area, you always do that. It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter what. And then you use this. You slide backs and forth. You keep going.
Leaving the saggy eyes or leaving
This
including
right
that.
here, yes, right where you need it, right where you need to. You just move backs and forth like that.
Okay.
Slowly. So that's why it can help penetrate, absorbing your product in, and it still balances out the moisture of your skin, and it's really good for your skin, and then it's close up your pore. But it's not gonna clog up, okay? This will open where your pore is clogged up. It will make the product go through that
Penetrate in there.
penetrating area. Okay, so this positive, negative right here, this pole right here, and this pole is two different poles. This one for us is using rolling on the customer's face, on the neck or on the chest, whatever, wherever you want to use it. Most of the time, I only use it on the face or treatment area. This one, I put it, when she lay down, I put it under, behind her back, or she have to hold it, okay? So this positive and negative can get together and work with the product on that one body, okay? If you do it on yourself, then you do this. If you do it on her, then you have to, this is have to be
Let that
contact
person
with
know.
customer, okay? And this is will work on, this give the effective to the product that we put in. Okay, if we just want to use it by itself, then I use it before I put toner on or moisturizer on. I use it before. And if the customer know, if they have time, you use it, they love it. When you're doing everything that you're supposed to do to help their skin. So, okay, now, how are you going to clean this? A lot of people say, this is a task how I'm going to clean this. You can turn this and take it out. This one's the same way. You can turn it and take it out. Okay, you can turn it and remove it. And do the same thing. You clean with soap and water. Okay. Most of the time, I get the EPA. I cleaned it, and then I rinse it real good. Alcohol, and then I put it in ultraviolet light cabinet again. For the next use, then I'll put it back in. Okay. What else do you want to do? What else?
Everything's done. We are ready to go.
We ready to go?
The mask is done. The moisturizer is done. What else left?
Okay, one important thing is your sunblock.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
You see my skin. Every morning before I put my makeup on, I have my sunblock on. I don't care, even if I don't go out of the house, I always have it on. You know why? Because when I'm cooking, that heat can get me. Or even I travel from my house to the car, and the car to the store, and the store to wherever, or in school, I still have to cover, protect my skin. That's how you have good skin. So tell your customer that. Okay. That's why you see me, I go out fishing all the time, all day long. I come home the next day, you see me, I'm still the same. I don't have hyperpigmentation. I don't have, my skin is not burned. It might get a little tan, but you know. So that's very important. Okay, that's it. Thank you for today. And then I want everybody to come up and test it out. And